April 11th was the day that Texas State brought back the tradition of Riverfest after 20 years away. We have your tickets.
That's right, Bailey. Nothing says community more than people coming together downtown to do some locally sourced shopping.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I was just getting ready for my upcoming finals. Join me on this week's edition of Bobcat Update for the best tips and tricks for your finals week experience.
Before the class of 2024 graduates, including us, we want to capture some memories. We'll show you the best spots on campus for graduation photos.
Do you ever have those moments when you're sitting at home bored and you want to do something fun, but you're broke? We have some cheap suggestions that will get you out of the house. Hi, and welcome to Bobcat Update. I'm Cameron Liel.
And I'm Bailey Green. We're so glad that you could join us. Texas State used to host Spring Riverfest concerts, but we haven't had it in years.
But this month, it came back in a big way. Videographer Nicholas Rodriguez and I got out there.
Thousands of Texas State students gathered at Soul Park for the highly anticipated Riverfest event, a 20-year tradition that made a comeback this year. What was meant to be a celebration for Texas State students turned into full chaos, with it hitting full capacity around 7 p.m. Students resorted to desperate measures, breaking down barricades, swimming, and trampling over others just to get into the festival. Flight by Nothing's singer and guitarist Connor Redden witnessed the surge of students knocking the barricade to the festival down as they were about to take the stage.
And as we're about to start, I look off to my right and I see just like a herd of people like rushing into the festival, and I was like, oh shit, that's probably not good.
With 3 injuries from students' attempt to enter the festival, Flight by Nothing had further stopped the performance when citing people in the crowd who needed medical attention.
I was seeing people like passing out or like shining their lights or trying to call attention because it didn't seem like there's any other eyes on the crowd at some points, and so I would just be like, all right, well, we got to stop.
Despite the few hiccups, the band was overall an acceptance to the crowd's general reaction to the performance, allowing the show to go on.
The energy at Riverfest was awesome. I mean, there's like this like electricity in the air. I mean, it was just like exciting. It was very exciting. And I think most of the people out in the audience were there to have a good time.
Students, however, had a shift in perspective as Texas State senior Marta Itaguirre shares her experience about this year's Riverfest chaos.
I definitely did not expect it to be as overcrowded as it was. I did expect it to be a little more organized, though, in the way of just allowing people in and the capacity that they had for it. I definitely wasn't expecting it to even hit overcapacity.
According to Martha, the amount of people in line to get into the festival was no less than 200. During this time, event coordinators were announcing the cutoff, resulting students to go from patient to passive.
Because Riverfest was so hyped up, I was a little disappointed to see that it had hit overcapacity, especially because my friends and I had planned to attend this event. So it was a little frustrating to not be able to go into an event that was promoted to the entire students community.
Whether you were able to attend Riverfest or not, you'll definitely be hearing about this event for years to come. With Bobcat Update, I'm Cameron Liel in collaboration with videographer Nicholas Rodriguez.
Riverfest was really popular with students. At one point, there was a capacity crowd of 5,000 inside the fence with many more outside, according to the University Star. As you might imagine, that means lots of trash left behind, but there was a plan for that. The Kappa Sigma fraternity and Office of Student Engagement and Involvement met at Sewell Park the day after the concert to clean up.
Every Saturday morning in the square, you'll find people selling fresh vegetables, fruit, arts, and crafts. Last weekend, you would have also found CJ Okiki and Jerlyn Hernandez at the San Marcos Farmers Market.
When I pass by, all the people say.
I'm Julian Hernandez. I'm out here at the San Marcos Farmers Market. We're going to talk to the Farmers Market manager and a local vendor. And we're just going to ask them some general questions about the weather and what brings them out here to do business.
First, we talked to Bill Bryan, who's a local egg farmer, and asked him how he's feeling about today's weather at the market.
The weather today is actually really ideal. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's not rainy or windy or anything like that. You know, the weather is really ideal.
Next, we asked him a little more about his business.
They get to meet the people who are either growing or making whatever it is that they're consuming, and they can get to know that person and whether they want to trust the product or the food that they're being given.
Kevin Adams, the farmers market manager, has been running the farmers market for several years and says they're always open for more businesses.
We started a Saturday market here. It started out just as me setting up with tomatoes and kale, and that slowly grew. That was 15 years ago. That will be 15 years in May. 52 weeks a year, rain or shine. If you have produce, if you're a grower, an agricultural producer, we will always make space, no matter what.
The farmers market is open every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. With that, I'm Julian Hernandez, CJ Okiki, Bobcat Update.
This is the last week of the spring semester. How do you feel?
It's crazy, and I have so much to do this week.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Michael Holcomb and TuTh11 have some tips to help us work through these final weeks.
Texas State has a number of resources to ensure your success on your finals. We spoke with SLAC's Travis Moore, who gave us some helpful tips.
Finals, stay on top of your studying. Of course, come visit us when you can if you have the time. Stay ahead of the course material that you're studying. Don't wait till you're falling behind to start asking for help from your friends or your friends up at the study.
We also spoke with peer mentor, Alex Sanders, who told us how he helps out freshmen navigate their first finals week as a Bobcat.
Really, it's all about learning how to study, and everyone's different. So I give some tips and tricks about how to study, and always invite my peer mentors to my Bobcat hours weekly to see if they want to study with an upper level student.
All good to go. We had a chance to chat with Jeree Olivares at the information desk to talk about a unique finals coping method, therapy dogs.
Therapy dogs would be over here at LK or in WJC. So most of the time they put them over here at the mall, like right in front, or they put them inside on the second floor. Like they always have they always have another session, which they inform them again. They send repetitive emails, and then you can also contact Officer Brady through the social media.
From behind my textbook, this has been Michael Holcomb with TuTh11. Good luck on your finals, Bobcats.
Bailey, are you graduating next month?
I am. How about you?
In August, right around the corner.
Yes.
As Dylan Sully and Cadence McKenna show you, there are a lot of steps to take before you walk the stage.
We've made it to that point in the semester where it's time to prepare for graduation. I spoke with Career Services about how students can prepare their resume, cover letter, and prepare their interview skills.
So definitely, if they're applying to jobs on their own and they're not having any luck, come into our office because it's two brains are better than one. It's a lot better to work together to find a job than doing it by yourself.
Bobcats can develop interview skills and materials directly with Hernandez.
Another service that we have is our career closet. We have students that are maybe in need of professional attire. They can come in, search through our closet, try it on, and it's theirs free of charge. We offer headshots. So if you're in need of a headshot, we have a headshot booth. You can come in anytime Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and you're welcome to take your headshot.
Commencement ceremonies are scheduled all day on May 9th through 11th. They will be at Strahan Arena at the University Events Center right here in San Marcos. Students should have already ordered their regalia, or cap and gown, which is to be worn at the ceremony. Tickets are required for guests at the event. Each graduate should have received an email with instructions to secure tickets. The deadline to claim tickets is April 30th. We spoke with Texas State students on their plans for life after graduation.
I plan to go into real estate. I'm in the middle of getting my real estate license right now, so I'm super excited for that.
We are actually event coordinating a music festival in Alabama after.
Yeah, event coordination and live music management is kind of the route we're going post-grad.
Texas State University has about 38,000 students and over 200 programs between bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. We asked students how the university has prepared them for their career path.
I'd say being a marketing major, I have a sales concentration, so I think a lot of my sales classes have helped me prepare for when I have to, sell homes.
Classrooms more or less taught me to be more personable with people. Don't be afraid to just speak up, We're one with each other, so kind of that same route. I mean, I think the classroom definitely just taught us that, but more the networking outside of campus has definitely helped me situate for the life beyond college.
Once again, congratulations to all of our graduates. For more information about commencement and instructions for the day of, you can visit the university's website at www.txst.edu or Instagram at txst. For Bobcat Update, I'm Cadence McKenna in collaboration with Dylan Salee.
One other thing you have to do before you go, grab some photos.
Yes, Carlene Ota and Marissa Nunez scattered out the best places on campus to capture a graduation moment.
Favorite, take a step back, please. Right there. 1, 2.
Around this time of year, you might find students wearing their regalia running around Texas State taking photos at scenic and memorable spots on campus. For photographer and Texas State student Niles Davis, it's the busiest time of the year. Davis started taking photos 8 years ago and began shooting graduation photos last semester.
I think it's important to take grad photos because you're going to show your kids one day, and if you don't plan to have kids, then you'll get to see yourself one day, because how often do we have professional photos taken of ourselves? Probably not since high school and not since graduating middle school. So it's a landmark and maybe the last time that you ever do it.
The Trinity Building is home to the University Star, where managing editor and senior Nikayla Shaheen will be taking her senior photos.
I didn't take high school graduation photos that I liked, and I felt like this was an accomplishment that needed to be celebrated with something that could last a while.
Since Shaheen came to Texas State because of the University Star, she plans to incorporate as much of the newspaper and as many photos as she can for her photo shoot. Davis enjoys making each session special to the graduate by asking them about their major to bring something unique to their grad photos.
Grad photos are unique because it's a celebration. Like, we pop the champagne and you know, you're walking around campus, not in a hurry, and sometimes you have your best friend with you, your partner, your mother, your father, and I get to experience this with them. Instead of posing them too much, I kind of let them celebrate and I just take a picture.
This is Marissa Nunez in collaboration with Carlene Ota for Bobcat Update.
A Texas State club sport made it to the national championship playoff last weekend.
And there's another team that's doing really well this year.
For Marcel on that offense, how good Texas State looked like on the rebreak.
That's Call of Duty, and the team got called to a higher level of competition.
And you have to be on a team to join the fun. We show you some fun stories on the square.
And if you're looking for affordable fun, we have some ideas rolling your way.
With deals like these, we're ready to jump into summer.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
There's a sports team at Texas State that's having a really good year. There are a bunch, actually. Softball won the Sun Belt Conference, women's tennis, and track and field are also doing really well.
But you probably don't know about the one we're wired into today. Sports reporter Trey Graves joins us with that story.
Right. It's the Call of Duty esports team. Hannah Norton and I got to talk with some of the players after they advanced in the tournament.
For Marcel on that offense, how good Texas State looked like on the rebreak.
Your Texas State esports team just finished their season off with a remarkable win over the Ohio State Buckeyes to make them the College Coliseum champions. The team competed in the Call of Duty tournament, which consisted of 16 different universities around the country. We spoke with an interested student about the team and how they feel about the way they finished their season off with a bang. No pun intended.
No, I didn't until recently, but I heard that they did really good this year, and that's cool.
Go down. Script response bloated with another 2, so now it's 2 versus 1. Bomb will go down.
I didn't know that they had like a whole club for it, but I definitely know some people that would be like interested in joining.
If you would like to learn more about your Texas State esports team that offers games such as Overwatch, Call of Duty, Rocket League, and more, please contact the president of the esports team, Enrique De La Torre, at E_D297 at texasstate.edu. Texas State athletes were a part of another big tournament April 13th and 14th, the National Championship of Quad Ball in Round Rock. Quad Ball used to be called Quidditch from the Harry Potter series. The Bobcats split their games on day 1 of the tournament. Then on day 2, they beat Rutgers but lost to Harvard. The Harvard Horntails also beat UT San Antonio to win the Division I National Championship, but congrats to the Bobcats for making it to the show. The transfer portal was good to Texas State's football team in the fall semester. It's open right now for basketball. Justin Brown and I talked with some folks about what that might mean for Bobcat sports fans.
According to The Athletic, a combined 4,000 basketball and football players transfer schools each and every year. But if they want to be a part of Texas State's lineup, they might need to hurry up as the transfer portal is closing soon.
Since its creation in 2018, the transfer portal has allowed players to seek opportunities with different schools for increased NIL money or bigger spotlight to go pro. But the catch is you gotta do it quick. The window for football transferring is December 4th to January 2nd, and for basketball, it's from March 18th to May 1st. With the deadline for basketball approaching quick, we spoke with Bobcat senior guard Dylan Dawson to give us the pros and cons of the transfer portal as a college athlete.
Nowadays, factors like money, guys come in places thinking they're going to get a certain amount of money, this X amount of money, and they come here and they don't receive that, they'll enter the transfer portal. It's just hard trying to build that same camaraderie with some guys that you never know if they're going to stay or not.
Unlike Texas State basketball, Texas State football is notorious for their use of the transfer portal, as last year they had the second most transfers in college football with 50 players. This year they got the biggest transfer yet, their starting quarterback Jordan McLeod from JMU. We spoke with Zion Childress, a recent transfer from Texas State football to the University of Kentucky, about the experience with the transfer portal as a football player.
The transfer portal helped me in a way to change the stage of football that I played on. I felt that I needed to compete against better athletes to progress and to reach my maximum potential at the college level. And since I've been here, everything has done and been what I expected it to be. I've grown as a person, as a man, and as a football player. About to graduate with my degree.
The Bobcats have a few more days for final touches to their roster, and it will be interesting to see who they pick up. For Bobcat Update, I'm Justin Brown.
That's all I have for sports, guys.
Thanks, Trey.
As the semester ends and summer approaches, Texas State students might be looking for new things to occupy their time. Join reporter Cambry Wilson and videographer Lake Woodard as they trek around town and highlight various businesses looking to bring amusement to the people of San Marcos.
We first stopped at Comic Relief, a comic book and collectibles shop located at 1330 Aqua Arena Springs Drive. Comic Relief has supplied San Marcos with comics and collectibles for 3.5 decades. The shop is lovingly run by Brian and Diana Stewart and their son. They also use their business to uplift local San Marcos artists and often hosting sales and signings for their artwork. We then traveled down past the square to Alpha Strike Games. Alpha Strike is a game and board shop located at 408 South LBJ Drive. They have been in business for 13 years and offer everything from individual cards to large-scale figurines. They also host weekly gaming events for the community to come in and play together. We got to speak with Jeremy Pavia, an employee at Alpha Strike, about his time working there and what makes it such a great store.
Our community is like very, very nice, very inviting, and that's one of the things I'm most proud of here is just you can come in and just watch if you want to, or sit down at any table, and people are gonna be friendly and play with you, and if you just sit down and tell people like this is my first game, they're gonna help you out and kind of like walk you through playing the game. And not every good game store is like that. So I'm actually kind of really proud of that.
Finally, we wanted to showcase a new store coming to San Marcos in late May. Dragon's Lair is a chain hobby shop with locations in San Antonio, Austin, and across America. They sell anything you want to get into board games, comics, or any other tabletop play experience. They are currently planning for a tentative opening on May 20th. This has been Carrie Wilson and Lake Woodard reporting for Bobcat Update.
What are y'all doing Friday night?
Hey Cameron, how do you like to spend your weekend?
Spending time with friends on the square.
That sounds like fun, but Bobby Segovia and I found some cheap and fun things to do around San Marcos to blow off steam before finals and graduation.
There's no way. Let's check it out.
Get ready to beat the heat this summer at Sewell Park. Students can hang out at the river for free every day of the week, or can rent a tube to float for $3 on the days that are 100 degrees or hotter. Or just bring your own and it's all free. According to the Texas State website, the area includes open space for informal recreation, an outdoor basketball court, numerous picnic spots great for relaxing and eating a meal, or maybe you can ace a spot on the 2 sand volleyball courts.
And who doesn't love a little friendly competition? Sunset Lanes has a strike of a deal for Texas State students.
Monday through Thursday after 9 p.m., any Bobcat with a valid ID can grab themselves shoes and a game for just $1 a piece.
I'd say our lanes get insanely busy. We have a great business during college nights. From 9 to midnight, I'd say the entire place is packed out. We have a great time.
Or, if bowling's your thing, don't miss your shot on these deals at Evo.
Every Tuesday, all day, students can enjoy a $5 movie or movies because why limit yourself to one? If you're busy on Tuesdays, don't worry. On Wednesdays, Evo has half-price arcade games and all table games are free Monday through Thursday.
Specifically Texas State students, but we do see more people on Tuesdays, mainly for the movies, but not so much for the arcade games.
And it doesn't stop there. Evo is doing an all summer long Kid Flicks movie series. These family-friendly screenings change weekly and are at 10 a.m. starting on June 7th.
With deals like these, we're ready to jump into summer. For Bobcat Update, I'm Bobby Segovia with Bailey Green.
That's all we have for this edition of Bobcat Update. Thanks for taking the time to join us.
We appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.